everyone, this is Nathan, and today's video is I just added this campfire right here, and there's a locomotive I got, and an N-scale freight car. I'll show you them. I just got them for Christmas. I got this Conroy locomotive from my Uncle Dan. He gave me this one a while ago. Here are some photos of it. But it doesn't work. I painted it myself. I like to repaint this locomotive, and why? Reading and Northern used to have them in the 80s and 90s. They were already worn out locomotives, but some of these locomotives were to many other places, but they're no longer on the Reading and Northern anymore. That's why you don't see them. Reading and Northern had two paint schemes, one in full yellow and one in full green. And I'm thinking I would paint this in green. They still exist. They're pretty rare locomotives now. This was an analog locomotive and I changed it to DCC, and it works. Now normally I would really like to get one that was already made Reading and Northern, but there's just one problem. They're too much money for me to buy, so I'll use what my Uncle Dan gave me to use that for a reference of the Reading and Northern. Now there's going to be some trees right here and right here as well. I was thinking of putting a sign on top of this passenger car to make it look like it's a restaurant, and this for a storage unit. You might be wondering, it looks like a scrapyard. Well, it's not supposed to be, because what Reading Northern does at their headquarters is they sometimes with old diesels, like the green one over there, they just like take them apart. Probably, I don't know what they do with them, but they leave the frame intact with the whole part of the locomotive off, and that's what I'm kind of trying to represent here on a siding. If you don't know what Andy Moore's private train is, it's like one of these locomotives. So, you might be wondering, why is he using them for his private train? Well, one reason is he doesn't want to look obvious with one of his locomotives to be pulling his private train. Now, in my opinion, you don't have to believe me, but I think making weeds into trees is much better, because trees don't look the same all the time. They look very, very different when they grow. So there's only two store-bought trees, which is this one and this one. Now this building I'm going to glue down, and I'm going to change this into looking, it was used for the Reading Northern at one time, now being used for parts or something like that. There is a candle locomotive. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I would really like to get that locomotive for one purpose. Back in the 80s and 90s, it actually used to run on the Reading and Northern, and I would like to have it on my layout, so that's pretty cool. The whole reason why I gave this a cab in the first place is to change this into Reading and Northern. Andy Moore still has some of these. And in case some of you don't know, Andy Moore is the guy who owns the Reading and Northern. I got this shirt for Christmas, and I got this shirt. Like some of you might know, my dad made this logo for two engines. There's a third engine, but he didn't do that one. It was kind of a copy. He made the decals. It's called Ryder Decal Company. So this is pretty cool that he gave me this. And I got this N-scale freight car locomotive, Reading and Northern. And I have a genius idea of what I'm going to use it for. I mostly use HO scale, so why am I using this? Well, for one reason, perspective. Like, I'm going to have one train run by pulling this from a faraway distance and have the regular size HO scale look like it's even farther, so The train's like a small wave from a faraway distance.